Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be creating a makeup look using only products that I plan on getting rid of. I figured this would be a good way for me to dip back into some old favorites of mine. These products have just been sitting in my vanity drawers for the longest time and I have not gravitated towards them. Every single time there's a new product on the market, I like to try it out if I can, if I remember to. So that is why all of these products have just been pushed to the back and I do not touch them that much anymore. If you want to see what type of look I create using these products, just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I've zoomed you in a little bit and the first product I'm going to go in with is a primer. This primer is very old to me. This is probably the first primer that I ever tried out. It's the Maybelline Master Prime. I'm pretty sure everybody has tried this out. I would definitely recommend this primer if you're looking for a good hydrating kind of primer and you're new to makeup. I honestly forgot how much I use of this, but I guess we'll see how it performs because I forgot. We're just gonna rub this in. Oh, I remember this primer making my face extremely red, so please ignore that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this primer like always made my face really red, but then it would go down eventually. But it feels really good. I remember it being super hydrating. So for foundation, I'm going to go in with this cult favorite. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation in the shade Poreless. I believe this shade is extremely light for me. I don't know why I ever got it. I think I got this shade because I got another shade and I mixed the two and it was like my perfect shade. But I don't have that one anymore and I think I'm about out of this. So, oh. That was a lot of foundation. Okay. That might actually be enough for my entire face. Okay, now I'm just going to take my beauty blender. Please ignore how dirty it is. I seriously need to wash it. And I'm just going to pounce this into the skin. Yeah, this shade is a little bit too light for me, but we'll make it work with bronzer and all of that. Okay, now that I'm looking paler than a ghost right now, we're going to go in with concealer. And I haven't really decided which concealer I'm going to use. I brought out two because I know that I'm going to get rid of both of these. They're both really good. Actually, one is better than the other. I don't know why I ever got this one. This is by e.l.f. I don't even know the name of it. It just says highlight and concealer. I know that I use this side a lot to highlight my brow bone, but the concealer, it's just not it for me. And then there's this one, it's by Maybelline, it's the Instant Age Rewind. This is a really, really good concealer, a really good drugstore concealer, very affordable, and it's pretty good coverage, I'd say. I think the only reason why I want to get rid of this is because it's not the shade that I need, it's just a brightener. I think for this video I'm going to go in with the Maybelline one just because we use Maybelline on the face as well. So it's just one of these things where you twist it, the product comes out like that. Let's see what happens. Oh, that might have been way too much. Oh my goodness. We'll just do this. So yeah, I do remember this concealer being super pink and I think that's why I didn't like it. But we always make it work. This might change the color of my foundation, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm just not really sure if I like this shade on me. It's just not really working. I like more of a yellowish kind of shade of concealer. I have to set my under eyes before they crease, so I do not have a powder that I'm getting rid of, so I'm just going to be taking what I normally use. So I can set these under eyes before they crease. So far, I'm not really loving the way the face is looking. I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face with the powder that I usually set with. Okay, now that the face is all set, so far, I'm not really loving the way the face is looking. My under eyes, I guess I didn't set them in time because they're kind of creasing, but it's okay. So I do not have an eyebrow product that I'm gonna be tossing out, so I'm just gonna quickly go off camera and do my eyebrows and I'll be back in a jiffy. Moving on to bronzer, I'm kind of scared to try this bronzer because it's been a long time since I've used this and I'm not sure how it's gonna look. I do remember trying this and not really loving it, but I still continued to use it because I wasn't really into makeup that much whenever I first purchased this bronzer. I'm sorry it's super dirty, but it is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. So yeah, it's kind of beat up. This is probably about to snap off and I've done a little bit of damage to it. I don't know if you can see, but like there's cracks and stuff in it. It's a shimmery bronzer, which is why I think I don't really dip into it that much anymore. I like shimmery bronzers, but not too shimmery. This is extremely shimmery and it comes off just really orange and I don't love that. I'm just gonna dip in. Oh yeah, I remember this bronzer being extremely powdery. Like, I don't know, oh gosh, yeah. It's like really powdery. Tap off the excess and we're just gonna go in. Okay, so far, can't really tell that it's coming off. And that's the other thing about this bronzer too. It's so powdery that it like barely puts off any pigment at all. You really have to like go in. Ew, and it kind of stinks. There's just like barely any product coming off. That's how powdery it is. Honestly, remember having to dip into this bronzer like 10 million times just to get any kind of pigment onto the face. Okay guys, we're just gonna move on from the bronzer. This bronzer is definitely getting tossed out. I'm not really that much of a fan of it. It's too powdery for me. So moving on to blush, we're gonna be taking this one by Milani. This is in the shade Tea Rose, and honestly, the only thing I have to say about this blush is that it's super powdery and I'm not a big fan of that. It does put off some pigment, but you have to dip into it quite a few times to get that pigment, to build it up to the way you like it. I'm not gonna lie, this shade is really pretty. I just wish it wasn't so darn powdery, because you really do have to dip into it like 3 or 4 times. And like when I mean dig, I mean I'm actually like kind of like pressing my brush in there to get off any color whatsoever. Yeah, so not the biggest fan of that blush, only because it's super powdery and it doesn't put off a lot of pigment. I don't really like the fact that I have to dip into it 3 to 5 times to get payoff from that blush, so I'm probably gonna toss it. Honestly, the face is not looking that bad. I guess it just looked kind of bad to me at the beginning because of the concealer. Like, there's a couple little creases. I could have done a better job, but what can you do, right? So for highlight, oh, I love this highlight so much. It's so pretty. The only thing about it is it's pink, and I just don't gravitate towards pink highlighters. I like kind of white, icy. Sometimes I'll even go to a champagne kind of highlight if I'm tan. This one is by Wet n Wild. It's the Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Blossom Glow. It's so pretty though. Like, Wet n Wild does amazing on their highlights. Like, look at that. I barely dipped into that. And it's already coming off so pretty. Take some down the nose. I've got to wipe this foundation off my lips. Who else hates foundation lips? I can't stand it. Okay, now that the foundation is off of my lips, we're going to try to create an eyeshadow look using my handy dandy Magnif'eyes Magnif'eyes Blush Edition Eye Contouring Palette by Rimmel. And it looks like this. There's only one matte shade in this entire palette, which makes it extremely hard to create any eyeshadow look. Honestly, the only kind of look I'm gonna be able to create with this palette is like a bronzy kind of look. So I'm gonna be taking this shade right here, this little brown bronzy shade. See, they're all so shimmery. Okay, please pray for me. Okay, so far I'm not hating it. Different brush, I'm gonna take a darker shade. I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, this little chocolate brown. And I'm just gonna try to pack that on the outer corner. Okay then. Well, that took a turn. I don't think I've ever used this shade before, but that is dark. Okay, so that shade is dark, but it's coming off kind of patchy. So I'm just gonna blend it. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but that shade just kind of blended to nothing. I think I'm gonna finish off this look with a shimmery shade on the lid, and I think I'm just gonna take this second one right here. It's kind of champagne-y. Comes off like that. It is so hard to do this with nails. I'm definitely gonna have to pass on this palette. They're too powdery for me and they just fade away to nothing. But I mean, I'm not mad about this look. Definitely could be better. So for mascara, I picked this up not too long ago and I loved it at first, but then I kept using it and it's not the mascara for me. I like a mascara that's volumizing, and this does not do it for me, even though it says that it's a volumizing mascara. So it is the one by NYX. It is the On the Rise Volume Liftscara. Looks like this. Let's go on ahead and apply this. Do you guys see that? I believe this mascara needs to be thrown out anyway. Will I repurchase it? Probably not. So with this mascara, honestly, it feels sticky. I have never had a mascara that felt sticky. Okay, so that is one coat on my lashes. So I applied some to the bottom and my eyelashes, like I can just feel them sticking together. I have never in my life heard of a mascara or even tried a mascara that is sticky. And I don't know if any of you guys know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you've tried this one and it's the same for you, or if you've tried other mascaras and it just feels sticky. It feels like your lashes are sticking together, and as you're applying the mascara, it just feels like your lashes are just sticking together. I don't like that feeling at all. That's why I am definitely going to throw this out. I need to throw it out anyway because I'm pretty sure it's like a month old. But yeah, this mascara just doesn't do anything for me. I hated it after like the second time that I ever tried it. So yeah, definitely not going to keep this. Okay guys, moving on to lips. Honestly, I have a couple products for lips that I'm probably going to toss out. I just don't know which ones I'm going to use yet in this video. But I do want to talk about these. So the first product is by Maybelline, and I absolutely love Maybelline. They came out with these Super Stay 24-hour liquid lipsticks, I guess. They're liquid lipsticks. It just says Super Stay 24-hour color. I'm not a fan of these at all. When you apply it, you have to move quickly because they dry down so fast. Next product is by NYX. I love NYX lipsticks. They're liquid lipsticks, they're glosses. I love, love, love them. The only thing that I have to say about these is the color. I'm not a big fan of the color. That's my own personal problem, I know. So this one is the NYX Soft Matte Metallic Lip Cream, which I love. Their lip creams, they're so pretty. I just don't like this shade. And then next is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Vanilla Cream Pie. It's just super pinky and I don't like it on me. So I'm probably gonna toss it just for that reason. So I think in this video, just because I don't want to deal with the Maybelline Super Stay ones, I'm just gonna use these and just show you the color is just not for me. So we're just gonna start with the Soft Matte Lip Cream. Oh, I didn't even tell you the shade of this one. This one is in Milan. Oh, it's just so pink. And you can totally wear this one on its own. You don't have to layer it with gloss. Like, it's super pretty. It really is. I just don't like it on me. What do you guys think? I am not a fan of this shade whatsoever, but they dry down. And then you can layer them with gloss like I'm going to. I'm going to be layering with this one, super pink. So because of the color, I will probably be tossing these. I do love this brand. I love this type of gloss and lipstick. I just do not like these shades. So for that reason, I'm going to toss them. So last but not least, setting spray. We have this one by Maybelline. It is the Master Fix Wear Boosting Setting Spray. Locks in makeup, long-lasting finish. It's translucent and oil-free. I'm not a fan of this setting spray at all. I do not like the sprayer on it. I do not like the smell of it. It stinks. It says to shake. There's like barely any of this in here because I had to use it when I ran out of my favorite one. Here we go. Oh my gosh, it actually smells so bad. I honestly don't have a lot to say about this setting spray. I just don't like it. I don't like the smell. I don't like the sprayer. When you spray it, it feels like it's just hitting the outsides of your face, like it's not hitting the middle of your face, and I don't like that at all. So I was just looking at my face, and honestly, the forehead looks great. Around the nose, I'm starting to see some creasing, and I don't know really what that's from. It might be the foundation and powder combination. My under eyes are pretty creased. This lip color is just not it. The eyes don't look that bad, honestly. It's just, they're a little patchy in some places. I don't like this color combo. Okay guys, that is gonna be it for this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. I honestly enjoyed dipping into some old favorites, and it made me want to keep some of them, but most of them are getting tossed. If you enjoy these types of videos, make sure you give it a big thumbs up down below and leave a comment letting me know that you saw it. It really helps me out a ton. Also, smash that red subscribe button down below and click the bell next to it so you are notified every single time I upload a new video. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so stay tuned for more. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!